This video will show you how to use the payroll adjustments register. To find the payroll adjustments register, go to your project folder. Under payroll, click on payroll adjustment register, and the payroll adjustment register will open up. This register is used for tracking and paying employees that have had a change that requires a retroactive payment. That means they have already been paid for their initial payroll but have some errors, issues, or adjustments that need to be made. To use the adjustment register, I've broken it up into various sections. The first section is just informational. The second section enters in what the rate, the straight time, overtime, per diem, and total is. That is what they got paid for in the payroll period in which their retro adjustment needs to be made. Okay? And then the next section here is what the rate or time should be, or per diem should be, because any one of those are variables. So in any payroll, there are four things that can change. The rate can change, the straight time hours can change, the overtime hours can change, and the per diem due can change. Alright? And what this calculates is it takes what they should have been paid, which basically calculates their straight time hours times their rate, plus their overtime hours times their rate, plus their per diem, and equals total paid. Here's the formula up here. Alright? The next section calculates what they should have been paid. That is their total time, hours, and per diem plus the adjustment. So that calculates in the same manner and shows total paid. Alright? And in the green section, it shows what the adjustment is. And all the adjustment is what they were paid, or what they should have been paid, minus what they were paid. So let's look at an example. Let's say I, Dan Krishman, had 10 missed hours of overtime last week. So why don't we start off by entering the weekly period in which the adjustment belongs. Put in the name. Okay? And the project here is important because this is important for project costing. If they are electrical or instrument techs, their project number is 160312. Otherwise, for everything else, administrative and pipe fitter, welders, etc., it should be 160297. So I enter in the rate that I am paid at. And let's say I worked 40 hours but should have been paid for 50 hours. And, I was also missing a day of per diem. Alright, so what I was paid was $1,415. But what I should have been paid should be, at the same rate, I should have been paid for 40 hours of straight time and 10 hours of overtime. And one extra day of per diem. So, $375 plus one extra day of per diem equals $450. When I do that, it calculates what I should have been paid, which is $1,880. Alright? And in this green section, now it's basically just a subtraction formula. It subtracts the difference. So what I'm owed is 10 hours of overtime and $75 per diem, which with my $26 rate comes to $465. Okay? And in the comment section, you're going to want to put what is the reason for the adjustment. So let's say did not sign in but showed up on PCL gate log. Alright? Now, when you're done entering all the payroll adjustments for the period, what you do is you filter on blank. See, this is a running payroll register, and I keep track of the dates that I pay out these payroll adjustments, and everything that does not have a date. So let's go to blank. This is a list of payroll adjustments that need to be made. Now, if you notice, I have some that are blank, and the reason why they're blank is because these folks did not sign in nor can I find them on the PCL gate log, and I have to go out to DOW to find out whether they were there or not. So you can use this also in a provisional manner. Ultimately, if you pay them out, you can just enter in the date that you paid them and individually. So let's say we paid this, but we still haven't proved out this information. Then we go down here, we pay the rest. So then we know that we still have 3 that are need to be paid or researched. So this should be a log for all payroll issues and be cleaned out as we get the information. This ends the video, and if you have any questions, feel free to call me or email me.